What is up, bug nerds? I think I finally fixed the audio issue. Hopefully I don't sound like a NASA astronaut, but if I sound like I'm on the International Space Station, comment it down below. And comment down below any tier list ideas. We're doing GMs today, but we kind of run out of ideas. But let's just hop into it. Let's start off with the S tier. I'm thinking S to F. I'm thinking positive today. We're starting off with Howie Roseman. Top 3, if not the best GM of all time. It's Howie Roseman. This guy just got his second Super Bowl ring. He literally cooks up random. It's like he literally cooks everyone. It's like I would be afraid to make a deal with this man because he's going to finesse you. Like look at he's basically made the Titans his what's a PG term? He made them his dog. The Titans are enslaved to him somehow because they basically sold the farm to him for a bag of peanuts. Next up, Brett Veach, Kansas City Chiefs. It makes sense. They just went to the Super Bowl. The man drafted Patrick Mahomes. The man was able to make something out of nothing since that roster for a lot of those years were not looking too great in the last couple of years. But they still won Super Bowl, so it's like I guess that's kind of Veach, but also drafting Patrick Mahomes is going to save you in a lot of respects. Next up, Eric DeCosta, which has helped out this team on multiple different fronts. Since their offense was the best in the league last year, yet they're still like you think about them, you usually think defensive first. So that's interesting. Next up, this is gonna sound crazy, but Brian Gutekunst. I know y'all sick of me glazing the Green Bay Packers. And for the record, for anybody new here, I'm not a Packers fan. I'm a Giants and Steelers fan. Just the Packers, arguably top 3 team on paper. Like this team on paper was elite. The man, if you look at the Packers, they've had crazy luck since this guy. He's been in the system since '99. Now he's in 18. So he's been there for the Jordan Love era, which I kind of overglazed Jordan Love, but I guess making up for it because I hated him when they drafted him. So good catch. Think of this as my formal apology for you drafting Jordan Love, but y'all have a lot of young talent. Also, second apology for me saying y'all had C tier young talent. Next up, Brad Holmes, Detroit Lions. You might not have a Super Bowl ring like our top 2 here, but you turned nothing into something since people were calling for your head in those early years when the Lions were dog water. But the Lions, they spent their entire identity being dog water, and they finally became a quality team under him and Dan Campbell. Next up, the Rams GM, Les Snead. I mean, he did the trying to tragedy of just buy a Super Bowl ring. Just buy it. Just say, F them picks. And yeah, y'all kind of paid for it, but y'all got a Super Bowl ring. Next up is, what's his called? The Buffalo Bills, Brandon Beane. He is A tier, drafting Josh Allen, top 3 quarterback in the league. And he comes from Wyoming, of all places, which is not exactly a quarterback haven. Let's see. He was able to get Diggs and Davis when they were there. Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer. So, yeah, he's got a lot of talent. Granted, that talent isn't exactly still on their team. And next up, John Lynch, San Francisco 49ers. I feel like if I was doing this like a year ago, you'd be easily S tier. You'd probably be a top 3 John Lynch. But, yeah, what the actual... What happened? Y'all got a couple guys get injured. Y'all fall to 6-10. Y'all lose a lot of your talent in the offseason. Like, I'm starting to feel scared that y'all could even be worse going into this year. Like, y'all need CMC to be healthy because if he's injured, y'all are trash. Next up, Mike Brown and Duke Tobin. Again, drafting an elite quarterback that helps you out a lot. I mean, y'all had a great 2021-22 run. These last 2 years weren't as great as you'd hope they would be. But hey, they'll draft an elite quarterback. And then next up, Jason Lind signing Tom Brady. That's what gets you here. If you can't draft an elite quarterback, sign him. And let's see, keeping both your receivers this offseason because y'all didn't lose either of them. I thought y'all were losing both of them. So, hey, that's something for this year. Y'all got Baker Mayfield, which, remember how y'all were dogging him when y'all first got Baker Mayfield and y'all thought, he's trash. He's the worst starting quarterback in the league. Did I say this? I gotta check back on the tape. I think I may have said some crazy stuff like that. And be like, he's gonna be the worst. They're gonna get the first overall pick. And then they win the division. Ryan Poles. The Bears are always a funny team. You always win the offseason, but you never win the regular season. Like every year, elite signing after elite signing, only to get 6 or 7 wins. Like, come on, man. Like, hey, the Bryce Young to Caleb Williams, that was a nice pick. That's helping out. And also, yeah, but the one thing that keeping any higher is you trade the 32nd overall pick for Chase Claypool. Chase Claypool. Is he still even in the league? Was he on the Dolphins? Is he still in the league? Next up, Nick Caserio, Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud, flipping Houston Texans from dog water to good. So he kind of did what the Lions did, just worse. Next up, John Schneider, Seattle Seahawks. The Russell Wilson trade, that was great. Yeah, the kind of juice of that is starting to wear off. Considering y'all did lose both your receivers. And now you have Sam Darnold, which I'm starting to feel weird. It's like, I liked Sam Darnold last year, but now I'm kind of like, is he still going to be good, even though his line is not nearly as good as it was in Minnesota? Okay, but he's had a lot of great work as Seattle Seahawks, and this year maybe just off year. Next up, Chris Ballard, Indianapolis Colts. Now we have he's kind of hit or miss. I mean, you got Quentin Nelson, Shaquille Leonard, but you got Carson Wentz. I mean, y'all should have gotten O-line help earlier, but still would have had Andrew Luck, and y'all may have actually been a good team in all these years. Next up, Monty Austin front, Arizona Cardinals. Which, something interesting about this list is kind of accurate to how the season was. Granted, the Vikings probably should be. And the Vikings, they still have a chance. They can still get this last spot in B tier. But I don't think they will. Let's see. Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray. Same guy every year. Kind of disappointing on that front. I mean, y'all got some talent. Y'all had that one really good year. And y'all weren't as bad as y'all could be. Like, I thought y'all were trash this year. And y'all not. Y'all were just mid. Mark Harris Jr. was kind of not great. See, next up. This is gonna feel weird, Jerry Jones, because like Jerry Jones, part of me is like the Dallas Cowboys in all these years. Y'all have had some of the best roster in all these years. Y'all had amazing rosters. Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Parsons. And then you had last year where I literally put you. I should probably do an NFL offseason tier list. That's a good idea. And the last couple, y'all going in the same tier y'all did last year, all in. These last 2 years have been miserable from a GM standpoint, which y'all running off steam of having Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, and Dak Prescott on your team. The day those people not on your team, y'all humming in straight to F tier. Because holy cow, Aaron Jones looks insufferable. It's like meddling owners, just like come on. Hey, you'll at least have an elite player at like the three. You have an elite defensive player, a mid quarterback, and an elite wide receiver. Next up, Andon Berry, Cleveland Browns. Again, you're riding off a steam of y'all made the Browns good again, then you made them trash again. You could. It's like, why don't you get CJ down? Like, so many people don't get fired. Like Jerry Jones, he's never gonna fire himself. But Cleveland Browns, y'all had Deshaun Watson. Y'all hired a sex offender who can't get healthy. Now, granted, this is why I don't like talking about Deshaun Watson, because, like, he grinds my gears, and he also probably demonetized half my videos. Thank you, Deshaun Watson, and thank you to Andrew Berry. I mean, you got Myles Garrett. They made the playoffs twice during his tenure. That's some talent. And y'all messed up. Chris Grier. Okay, yeah, this might be a weird tier, because we're starting to go no man's land, because let's see, Chris Grier. See, GM since 2016, they've done pretty well. They had Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. They rebuilt that defense, and they have Tua. He's not bad, not good. Mid as you can say, and you can't win in the cold. I don't know who to blame at this point. I mean, y'all are like, it could be better, it could be worse. Next, you have Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, Minnesota Vikings. There the Vikings are. We have 2022. The Vikings, let's see, they made the playoffs twice since then. Haven't won. They got TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Addison, paid Jay Jettas. Let's see how JJ McCarthy works out next to Omar Khan, Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's see. He's down. Like, this team, dull. You had Najee Harris for those years. You still haven't figured out the quarterback after Big Ben, the big oak tree, couldn't play the ball, and y'all stayed with him for too long. We've been we drafted Kenny Pickett. That didn't work out. Have the Russell Wilson, Justin Fields thing. Scratch out for shit. Mr. Trubisky and Kenny Pickett be the first Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Not Justin Fields gone. And who knows what we're going to do with Russell Wilson. Next up, Rand Carthon, Tennessee Titans. Let's see. Maybe he'll move up depending on how Cam Ward works out, because drafting an elite quarterback is the best way to improve your ranking. But in the area you see, your defense was actually pretty good. Trent. This list is laughable. Bulky. Oh, no. This list is starting to get kind of bad. Like, Bulky, no. Just no. Trayvon Walker, Jordan Addison, Justin Fields is... No, I mean, Trevor Lawrence is not all that in a bag of chips. Granted. Y'all paid him like he was worth 1 billion bags of chips. So yeah, he's going to F tier. They finally fired him. This one I just have to go against the numbers. Step Mickey Loomis from the New Orleans Saints. Going into D tier. Wait, and did Tom Telesco get fired? I have to see. No, he's next. See, the New Orleans Saints were one of the most successful teams. Yeah, let me see. Mid. You'll have Drew Brees. And now you have not much to go about. So yeah, mid. You're mid and you won't rebuild. I gotta make myself laugh sometimes. Tom Telesco. Can't remember. Did he get fired? Yo, this is when my casual coming out. Yo, I know y'all hate when this happens, but I'm like, come on. I knew it. He got fired. Yep. Straight to F tier. Let's go. This list is getting kind of funky, because it's like, why do you have 2 fired GMs in DJ? Granted, none of these bottom 10 GMs are anything to be proud of. Let's see, Adam Pete. Let's see. You drafted Justin Herbert. That was carrying you, but that won't carry you in Vegas. Adam Peters. Let's see. Y'all got Jane Daniels, which, depending on how he goes in all these years, that'll determine your legacy. I mean, I'll throw you in C tier from that. Like, come on. That's like Jaden Daniels. He had that elite rookie season. Granted, a lot of quarterbacks had that rookie season that was elite like that. See, Joe Hort, we have him in D tier. Granted, just you don't have that much experience, and you got blown out in the postseason. See, Giants. Y'all paid Daniel Jones all that money. Why? Why? Why did y'all pay Danny Johnson, not Saquon? Yeah, I know y'all gonna love this because figure it out, please. So Terry Fontenot, Atlanta Falcons, not addressing the defense all these years, not addressing the defense. Come on, address it. Y'all drafted so many good offensive players and done nothing with it. Elliott Wolf, New England Patriots. Let's see. I mean, Bill Belichick is gone as your GM, and yeah, not looking great. Drake May, that's going to define your legacy, make or break it. Let's see, is it George Payton? Is that Sean Payton's son, or is that his brother? Granted, yeah, after for the Russell Wilson and Nathaniel Hackett, if y'all can make your team good, maybe you can go up to like C tier. Dan Morgan. Yeah, for whatever that Bryce Young, whatever the heck that was. And you all try to say, like, which is not bad, but it's like not good. Yeah, Joe Douglas fired for what do you call that? Aaron Rodgers' tenure in New York. Yeah. But my tenure as a YouTuber, like and subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I upload next. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.